Average Joe's Media. Featuring the Average Joe Boo and the Average Joe.
Things you think you don't care about podcast. It's in the game.
That's fair.
You know, I've heard it both ways.
Keep it clean. Today's topic, party time, with special guests Sarah Combs and Kelly Olivieri. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Average Joe's Media. I am the Average Joe Boo.
I'm the Average Joe.
And we have special guests today, as mentioned, Kelly and Sarah.
Clink.
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
That's good stuff. So what do y'all do?
You go first.
Okay, so I do graphic design,
Okay.
marketing, event planning,
Brunching.
brunching.
Okay.
Crushing that mom game.
That's good stuff.
Thank you.
And I'm a marketing specialist for a fresh produce marketing agency.
Okay.
And amateur blogger and favorite bruncher of Sarah's.
Let's also say that you're a history buff
Well,
Yeah.
history buff. History aficionado.
and a baton person. We established that earlier.
I identify as a baton twirler. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hail State.
Hail State, hell yes.
Okay.
Hail.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the
Oh,
weather
yes.
occurrence.
Oh, okay, good.
You know,
That's-
keeping it clean.
You know,
Keeping it clean.
Some of us who are outside the bubble.
Sorry,
yeah, outside the
I
bubble.
don't
We gotta,
always-
well, there are,
We
you
can't
know.
always look in the bubble, you know?
That's the Southeastern Conference for you Big 12ers.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay, so how'd you get into event planning?
things you think you don't care
Sarah?
about. The Southeast Conference.
Never. We keep you guys in
That's,
business.
that's things you know you don't care
Really?
about.
Yes.
Really? Okay. I'll take the Longhorns any day.
I kind of just started
Roll Tide.
Ew,
doing it
so
for
gross.
friends
As long
and
as you don't say
family.
gig, I'm okay.
Yeah, so I kind of just started doing it for friends and family, and then they were like, "You should do this professionally, you know, kind of do it more for professionally."
Yeah.
Because they liked what I was doing. So that's kind of how it came about. I was just doing a lot of baby showers, birthdays,
Office parties.
office parties,
Okay.
weddings.
That's how I knew I liked Sarah. Whenever I saw her throw a party in the office, that I used to work at.
Okay. So you like throwing parties.
I do.
You like
Yeah.
seeing people's reactions when you put together something that they are supposed to have a good time at, and then they do.
Yes.
Okay.
And as someone who's attended said parties that Sarah has planned
Yeah.
and hosted, the hostess with the mostest, I'm telling you
Yes.
what, they're a good time. They're a blast.
Okay, good.
Oh,
You know?
So I'm missing out is what you're saying.
Pretty
Yes.
Okay, well, at least.
I mean, you kind of like at that end of Dirty Dancing where they start playing "I've Had the Time of My Life." That's what's playing in your mind whenever you're at one of Sarah's functions.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Just-
You know, you're just looking for someone to be your Patrick Swayze to go
Yes.
run and jump into him because you want to be hoisted in the air because you can't imagine how much more amazing life could be for anything other than the party that you're in right
Sarah, a.k.a. Patrick Swayze.
Wow.
now. Yeah, she really is. She's the Patrick Swayze. You know, she's the Roadhouse of party planners.
Okay. Okay. So Kelly, how did you get into marketing?
They know none of those references.
Okay, hey, I at least knew the movie. I haven't seen it.
Oh.
But
What movie have you not seen?
Roadhouse.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Dirty Dancing. I was like,
Oh.
oh, I'm dead.
That's like the most extra of all extra movie endings. So you know I'm all about that.
No one puts Kelly in the corner.
Oh.
Yes.
That's accurate.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. That's
you're,
right.
You're hinging on a little bit of some.
Yeah, well, you know,
Too
I know,
much, you know.
I know. I regress, but we should revisit book club.
I don't think we should. I think
Joey, reading Facebook statuses does not count as a book club.
That's fair.
that is.
I was talking about
absolutely
more.
fair.
I was talking about more epic works of literature.
Like what,
No,
A Tale of Two Cities epic?
Julius Caesar epic.
Ah.
The Iliad.
Oh,
What is
Odyssey.
the Iliad?
It's the story of Troy.
Is
Boom.
It's the Iliad.
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 Hey, just remember you're
It's
a
not
math.
Iliad?
Hey, you're a math teacher, not an English professor.
What? Well,
You
there's no
teach
such thing as a
math?
professor.
I know.
Did
I
you
just
know
want
that?
you to know.
I know. I'm saying that you're not a professor.
Yeah. Well. That's,
It's professor, but yes.
yeah. But he said professor.
I've heard it
just a
both
second
ways,
ago.
Kelly.
So,
Great. I'm getting beat up today.
yeah,
That's fair.
that's
Sarah,
fair.
talk more about fun things.
That's right.
The podcast was going so much better when we were just listening to Sarah.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Over the top celebration.
We couldn't talk about extra without Sparky.
Yes.
Okay.
So they don't call them jazz hands anymore?
It's spirit fingers.
Okay.
Oh, yikes.
Mm.
Okay.
They're called jazz hands.
Yeah, jazz hands that's an Office reference.
I think it's more than
Jazz
just the
hands.
office. Jazz hands.
I
Yeah,
mean,
maybe.
they could be called jazz hands, but I think millennials call them spirit fingers.
Yep. Yep. I
Only
can agree with that.
millennials.
Only millennials.
Only millennials.
Hashtag millennial.
So when are we going to do volume 2 of Millennial Speak? I think we're going to have to get.
We're gonna have to have Kelly out for that.
We're gonna have
Oh,
to,
yeah.
yeah. So, yeah. So yeah.
This could like double as that.
the
right
Southern
now.
Bells, as they're calling
Yeah.
themselves.
Yes,
Oh,
we are
good
the Southern
gracious.
Bells. Trademark pending.
It's good stuff.
Good times.
That's right. So today we're talking about over the top celebrations.
Yeah. So if you ever have been to one, thrown one, or participated in one, or you've just seen one posted on social media, what's the good, the bad, and the ugly of
Well-
over the top celebrations?
Well, Joe, I want
What
to
are you guilty
know.
of?
I want to know your inspiration for this. What was?
So the inspiration is as we've discussed, who doesn't love social media feeds?
Right. Exactly.
And when I'm not spreading the good word that is all things averagejosmedia.com, things you think you don't care about podcasts, I like to see what's going on in the lives and times of all of our friends and family.
Okay. Okay.
And occasionally, you'll see some posts, and you're like, oh, wow, that looks like a really fun celebration. And then you see what it's about, and you're like, oh, maybe it's a little bit over the top. Just a scotch.
Never.
So what?
Never.
No.
So
Just
what
a scotch.
exactly? What exactly was the event, or was the thing that you saw on social
So
media?
I've been seeing more and more of these like 3-foot tall yard signs that people get for everything. It could be like, you'd think, okay, cool, graduations, but like you graduated the second grade. Okay, I mean,
That's
like
a milestone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
it is a milestone. I mean, trust me, I've had some rough
So
years
much
with my
better than the
kids.
first
That's more
grade.
like a.
Yeah. You don't
know
That's
what's
more
going
like a
on.
meter
I know.
stone.
The third grade with all the politics.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like I celebrated one time. I think it was. I forget what grade it was, but like Jordan, it said like passed, and or like you got advanced to the next grade level, and the
He got promoted.
promoted. There you go. And I was like really happy because it was kind of up in the air because he
Whoa.
missed so much school. But yeah, so birthdays too, and I was like, oh, that's so cool to get those big signs. The kid turning 1, 5, 10, 13, 15, 6, whatever, and it was 7.
So what may okay?
So, you know what I'm saying?
So
So
I need
I
to
don't-
understand your thought process here. What's the difference? Why is 7 not as important as 1, 5, 10, 12, or 13, or whatever you said?
As a loving and doting parent, all birthdays are important.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I'm just saying, traditionally, right? You had milestone birthdays. First birthday,
But
5th birthday.
I don't.
Why
10th,
is
you
the
get into-
5th
No.
birthday a milestone?
Well, I think because you
yeah.
celebrate all increments of 5. Because
Is
people aren't like, oh man.
Okay, so
let's
when we
out
go
and
back
party.
and
I'm
listen to
turning
this-
32 today.
When we inevitably go
30 or
back and listen to
35.
I
this,
would do
you're
that.
going to say 5, 10, then
Well,
13.
I'm turning 36 next year, so y'all let me know what y'all want.
Wait, Joey, what about 16? Girls, hello.
I said 16 and also 15.
You said
'cause it's-
5-year increments.
He
though.
said 5-year
In
increments. He
addition
added
to-
13, 15,
Yeah,
and
that
16.
doesn't
Okay, excuse
count.
me. Let me.
There
read-
in no,
okay,
there's
so,
no increment there.
So
Yeah.
5th birthday is widely celebrated as a milestone birthday. I don't know if it's for the number 5 or it's when children begin going to school, but it's kind of like a transitional age. Then you have 10 because that's your first double-digit birthday. 13
Okay.
because now you're a teenager,
Okay.
right? 15 and 16 both have significant value, depending upon what your family and what your traditions are, what your culture is. You familiar with sweet 16 birthday parties, but also
I had
15s
one.
or quinceañeras. Also, esto es justo.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
But-
so then you
Great.
have 18 birthdays are pretty important, right? Because you're able to
Well-
vote. You can join the military. 21, you can gamble and you can get your drink on. And then you get into 25, right? And then,
not yet. Not all of us.
well, not all of us. That's
Almost.
fair. That's fair.
So close.
Shit, I was really happy to turn 25 because my insurance dropped.
Ah, okay. That's,
I'm not excited to turn 25 because that means I'll be dropped from my dad's health insurance. So,
I thought that was
no.
26.
Yeah, it's 26.
oh my gosh, yes, one more year.
Shout out to the Affordable Care Act.
Love you, Dad.
Yay.
Yay.
But, love you, but I'm using you for one more
Yeah.
year.
I'm pretty sure every daughter uses her dad to some extent. Come on.
That's very fair. That's painful.
That happens.
Real
It
story.
starts when they're young.
Yeah, it does.
Well-
It really does. Daddy, I really don't want to sleep in my room tonight. Oh well, go
I'm-
sleep in your bed.
Dad,
then,
I really
little
need to
puppy
buy
dog
this
out.
right now.
Oh,
No, see.
can I get an iTunes gift card? I will sweep one tile of the floor.
Yep.
One time.
Hey, that's effort though.
It is not. It is not effort.
I'm trying to counterbalance mine being at the age where, like similar where you're going, you have a teenage daughter. They don't really have any use for us. So now I'm trying to counteract it with, okay, cool. I will let you have this, or I will buy this, or I'll take you here, but let's do something together. And then she's like, no, not really. And I was like, okay, well, I guess you don't want it.
So you're bribing her to spend time with her?
Yes.
No. My mom and
I'm encouraging her. I'm encouraging her to spend time with her father that may or may not result in her getting what she wants.
My mom and I bribe each other all the time for things.
You bribe each other? Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Okay.
See, the way this beautiful system works is I would clean the kitchen. Mom would go get my nails done with me.
Huh.
I'd say, hey, Mom, I want to go get my nails done with you. And she'd say, okay, clean the kitchen. And that's how I learned to love cleaning.
But doesn't it imply that if your mom went to get her nails done with you, that you were paying for your mom?
Or is it just that she wanted me to clean the kitchen, and if that's the price she had to pay, then it was worth it?
Yeah. But I'm just trying to clarify, your mom was paying for all this.
This is so stimulating right now. And every hair on my arms is
I've heard it.
on its end.
I've heard it both ways.
That's so funny.
I've heard it both ways.
That's not fair, actually.
Yep.
No eso justo.
So in this age of everything's over the top, we have so Joe, you mentioned a couple things when we were talking. You mentioned divorce photo shoots.
Yeah.
Divorce photo shoots. Talk me through that.
So the cake smash ones?
Oh, is this
Where they take their wedding dress and then they put paint on it and torch it or something like that.
Mess the dress.
Yeah.
Trash the dress.
It's got a name. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
This beast has a name.
Why? Because I'm telling you what, I went through.
I haven't heard that for divorce, so people just do
I've
that.
seen that on Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce on Bravo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just they want to look special for
You're
the
24
new man.
and you're already planning?
No, I'm just saying I've seen this.
Oh, okay.
I mean, these divorce photo shoots, whether it's a guy or a girl, whoever it is, they're trying to look good for the next person. Why didn't they just take the effort to look good for that first person? Then maybe things would have gone right.
Well, that's fair.
That's such a guy thing to say.
But here's my thing, though. If I'm trying to see someone's picture and be like, I might want to date that person, I'm really not wanting to see them trashing their wedding dress. I don't know if I want to.
Are you on dating apps where they show trashing the dress?
Ooh, hot seat.
Yes,
hot seat.
I've actually seen that, and I've also seen weird pictures of are you the bridesmaid or the bride? And did you really think it was? I'm sure that you really liked how you looked in your engagement pictures, but you're sending out some mixed signals.
Oh, so they're posting old engagement photos?
It looked like it. I don't know.
Okay, well, see, that's speculation. Then you can't say that.
Ooh, she kind of does have you there. I mean, that's.
Do you really want to go there? Do we really want to go there?
I think you're just stereotyping women like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just because we
Wow.
Sarah and I have dressed up specifically for brunch so that we can take a cute Insta pic for it. Guilty. So let's not judge a woman for wanting to dress up in a beautiful dress and have pictures taken of her. Come on.
I'm not judging anyone.
Well, and that's fair. And to be fair, this is coming out of the mouth of the average Joe, not the average Joe Boo. Just want to put that out there on the record.
Well, I'm pretty sure that the average Joe Boo's viewpoints on many of these similar topics would be vastly different, and may or may not be more extreme than mine.
Well, they may or may not be. That's fair.
Well,
but I may or may not say them.
So I'm not judging anyone for any of their pictures. I'm not judging anybody for any of their intentions. All I'm saying is that sometimes when people are advertising themselves, it can be confusing.
Is it? You're just taking a picture to look pretty, though.
Yeah, I think you're hinging on the inappropriate here.
Anyways.
I'm hinging on the inappropriate?
Yeah.
See,
I like you using hinge.
Thank you.
I like you using hinge. I like you using hinge.
in that sense, Joe, you're kind of judging women for dressing up and
This is like an
pretty.
Average Joe hit job today.
It
man.
really is.
Golly.
And I'm loving it. This is good.
I mean, I knew we were going to have an assassin in the house, but good Lord.
No, Sarah and we love to shop at Ulta together. And Sarah, I love her because she only wears statement lips. Shout out to Bare Minerals Pro.
Statement lips? What does that mean?
Bold lipstick.
Okay.
Reds,
bold lipstick.
Purples, very pop type of colors.
Okay.
And I'm more of a subdued pink.
Okay. Keep going. I apologize for interrupting.
No, because, you always see those over-the-top women at Ulta that are, grabbing.
Who's judging who
multiple...
now? Who's judging who now? What makes the girl at Ulta over the top? How did you go ask her, hey, what is your intentions behind maybe she just wants to dress fancy or unfancy, to go get some product at Ulta.
But at the
Unfair.
same time,
man.
if you see a girl grabbing 5 shimmer eyeshadows and they're not like brown, black, or cream, they're like the bold blues, golds, and all that kind of thing, that's a little extra for me.
Is it possible that women judge women more than men judge women?
Well, that's just a
Yes.
given,
Yeah.
but that's
Okay,
not
I was
the...
just clarifying that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, haven't you ever heard the statement that women dress
for other
for
women.
other women?
And that is true. So true.
Actually, I've never heard that before.
Well, you should open your ears a little bit. I
it's
hear it all
true.
the time.
Average Joe's Media, we learn something new every day.
Well,
That's
one of us.
That's our gift to
yeah.
America.
A guy does not appreciate a contour like a girl does.
What's a contour?
That's fair.
What's a contour?
Contour.
Please guess what a contour is before I tell you.
You know, I'm guessing how the makeup blends into the face.
Okay,
Oh, I was
Joey?
thinking it was like a compact or something. Like, isn't Contour like a name of a makeup brand or something? Like a caboodle or something like that?
I don't know. I feel like from Sarah's reaction, I was significantly closer than
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Yes, Jobu was much, much closer.
Yeah.
Was that like one of those blenders?
It's a type of blending technique where you try and highlight facial features.
I love
Oh,
how
it's like
works
that
out.
drastic, like weird makeup line for cheekbones and stuff like that people do. That makes your face look different from what it
Yes.
really looks like.
If
Okay.
you can see it, then they're not doing it right.
Yeah, that's not
Right.
contour.
There's
at that
then there's
point.
like a line and no blending.
Thank you.
It's like whenever we get a fade haircut, we don't want
See?
that line around our head.
Thank you.
We want it faded.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
Thank
blending
you.
of makeup,
Yeah.
contour.
Yes.
Okay.
There
Well,
it is.
I mean, who doesn't?
I feel
who
really
do-
good about myself right now.
Who doesn't? I mean, hey,
Yeah,
saying.
snaps for Jobu.
That's all.
yeah,
That got her calling me Joe Boo instead of Joe. I
yeah.
like it.
I mean,
That's good stuff.
you're moving up in the world.
Don't get excited, but
Oh, too late. Okay,
Oh my
so-
goodness! So yeah, so makeup and women appreciating other women's makeup.
It's true.
Okay.
So
Wow,
walk. So
we've
if you're
come-
walking into Ulta and you see somebody grabbing 18 different eyeshadows, that is over the top.
It's okay to judge
Yes.
that person.
Okay.
well, I mean, that sounds weird to say. Like you should be able to judge anyone at any time,
But yeah. Well,
What-
you
I
try to
mean,
judge people.
Sarah and I would definitely look at each other and go,
I just want to comment. Sarah's being awful quiet with all the things that Kelly says that Sarah does.
She is. She's.
Sarah's like, I don't
she's
judge
either,
people.
She's either really agreeing or she's.
I think it's. I celebrate another woman buying a bunch of eyeshadow.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't
And
judge
why
that
is-
at all. I
Why
love
is
it.
Kelly?
think I
why
don't
is
get the
Kelly
point.
speaking for me?
I don't know why they would buy 18 of the same eyeshadow,
"Thank you."
but whatever.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to buy 18 of the same eyeshadow.
I mean, so
But it's
guess
not
if
the
you're
same
gonna-
if it's
has
different
anyone?
colors,
I want,
right?
Yeah. So when this post on Facebook, people comment. I
That's a
can't
good
talk
job.
today. When people comment, how many other women have seen other women buy 18 things of eyeshadow at Ulta at one time and been like, really?
Well, they're clearly exaggerating the number 18.
Okay, I
mean,
think I
it's-
said 5 originally.
She said 5, and then
So-
we just kind of said 18, and Sarah said 18 because I think I said it
"Yeah,
in my. So if you
Okay.
see somebody buy 18 eyeshadows,
yeah."
Okay,
But-
5 to 18 eyeshadows.
And-
Is this a real thing, or is this just Kelly talking about what she
Ladies,
does?
let's just clarify. We're not talking about an eyeshadow palette. I'm talking about single individual eyeshadow creams.
okay, well that's
Well, because I have like 2 palettes for eyeshadows because you can never have too many options.
right, especially when it comes to party time.
Exactly.
I mean, because if you're gonna throw it over top party, you need your makeup to be equally over the top.
Well,
Right, you need to be on point
Right.
and
Thank
maybe
you.
over
go to the
point.
dry bar.
yeah. Sarah is obsessed
With the
with
dry
dry bar.
bar.
Talk about over
so
the top.
That
What is
nails?
the dry bar? No, it's hair.
Hair. Oh.
Hair. So
It's like
I
a
don't
millennial
have this, but you
salon.
can get a subscription. I do not have that.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
But basically, it's what their whole slogan is: no cuts, just blowouts. So basically, you can get like a head massage. You can get your hair shampooed. You can get like 10 different
It's
styles.
kind of like how
hair.
little old ladies go to the salon
Salon.
to get their hair
Yeah.
done every week. Think of a millennial version of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need,
And
So
they-
is there the hair dryers that you sit up underneath?
No.
That's the old lady version.
Yeah.
Right. No.
Yes.
So
This, they
what's the
play
slogan again?
movies. Their slogan?
yeah.
No cuts, just blowouts.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they just partnered, I saw it last night, with It Cosmetics for their first mascara. And it has like the super cute, like dry bar yellow tube.
Okay.
So that's how you can tell.
Joey's having himself some sort of conniption over here.
I'm just helping the ladies out there.
He really enjoyed the slogan of the dry bar.
No, I'm just really my mind's processing so much right now.
No, I don't. I think it's processing only one thing right
No,
now.
I'm just trying to think of where we went there.
Big dog.
My goodness. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay, so the dry bar.
The dry bar.
Okay, good stuff.
Yep.
Right.
So Sarah, you plan parties,
Yes.
and you
The best parties.
and you have a 1-year-old or almost 1-year-old.
Yes. In October.
And you're
Yes.
planning a party for
Yes.
her?
I am.
Because, I mean, if it was a him and we've talked about what the plan is, I'm questioning some stuff. But, okay, so what are you planning to do for this party?
Right.
Yes.
So it's a pumpkin princess thing like Cinderella because her birthday's in October.
Okay.
The pumpkins are out. The fall.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm trying to convince my husband currently to rent a horse and carriage, like the little Shetland ponies.
Uh-huh.
You know, that will take her around.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Am I
Right?
invited?
Obviously.
Yes.
So,
Wow. Okay.
right?
Pictures in the pumpkin. Duh.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Make
Yeah,
it happen,
if
Sarah.
you need some media coverage, we know somebody. Cam Media Studios.
I'll have
Yep.
your people
Princess
talk to my
Princess
people.
Unicorn.
7-year-old podcaster.
Princess Unicorn.
My daughter,
she,
Cameron.
she can come cover the event for you.
Oh
Give
my God.
give your little one some press.
Perfect.
That's right. That she'll remember.
So what does your husband Jeff say about
so
this?
He's not sure about this.
Shout out to the
Thinks
average Jeff.
What are his
thinks
reservations?
It's over the top.
I think the average Jeff
she
needs a
doesn't
shirt
need
too.
that
Okay.
for her first birthday.
See,
but
but-
I am on the other side of the party where
Yeah.
yes, she does. She does.
Okay. So how do two people with such differing opinions over this 1-year-old birthday party, which, in my opinion, is over the top because this 1-year-old will not remember it, regardless of the number of videos or pictures that are taken and then shown to her when she's of any age of relative good memory. How will y'all come to an agreement on this type of thing?
She's the wife, so she's gonna get what she wants.
Always right.
That's what's gonna be.
That's the way I remember it.
Okay.
So that's pretty much how it's gonna work.
Well, and I mean, you're not married anymore, so was that the mold that you should? I use the same one. I'm not married either, so
I was about to say.
Well,
Should we dive into this?
Maybe we should.
conversation?
Let's go for it.
let's
I
go for it.
think, but I
We
think
should.
we came to a compromise, though, right?
Small
I mean,
horses instead of big horses.
Right.
the small horse is
ponies.
less expensive than the
Right?
big horse.
Yeah.
I mean, but we haven't actually decided yet. But I mean, he has had some big birthdays that I've thrown him anyway. For his 30th birthday, I rented out a little suite at the ballpark.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Wow.
He's a big Rangers fan,
Yep.
so we got a little booth, and everyone got like a meal. I got like a 3D Rangers cake, so he's
Sarah.
he knows my over the topness, so he's not surprised by it. It does not shock him. He's
Right.
like
He supports
okay.
it.
He knows I'm
well-
gonna bring crazy ideas
Okay,
to the
so
table.
so first thing is he's how old is he? Or how old was this when you did it? 30 years old?
His 30th.
Okay, so he's gonna remember that, and he
my gosh.
and he appreciates the value of that party because he's 30, and it's
But-
something that he's passionate about.
Okay, hold
In
up.
addition to someone he loves
Olivia
dearly.
could be passionate about Shetland
Hold
ponies. We
up.
don't know.
Guys,
This could shape her passion.
That's the point.
every mom has a picture of their kid at their first birthday party that they break out for weddings or special events like that.
Well, it's true.
A video montage always starts with a baby picture.
But if it's the wedding, the wife, the 1-year-old does not remember that picture.
It's not
My
about
mom does.
remembering the picture. It's about celebrating the moment.
So it's about having the picture.
yes.
Well, let's be real.
So the over the top celebration is not for this 1-year-old child. This is for you.
Oh my gosh.
And her.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
no, I don't know. I'll be clear. I'll be clear.
That was a question, not a statement.
I'm gonna
Was
jump in.
it?
So here's the thing. I'll say this. Yes,
That's fair.
I believe in over the top birthday parties for kids. We had quite a few ourselves, but yeah, the first birthday party by far, just like first Christmas, you're doing that
And
you're doing that for yourself.
And it's competition, right?
Yes.
Because if you don't bring something like some game to the table for the first birthday, people judge you.
Yes.
They say that they won't, but they do.
Well, mine was
do.
less about. We were poor, so we didn't have. We weren't going to be able to throw like the Cadillac of all parties, but we tried to ball on a budget, have a good time. But I think it's a lot of it like, right, you're trying not from a braggadocious showing off. You're proud of your child. You're proud of celebrating this milestone.
Right.
And you want to celebrate with friends and family, and you want it to be a good time for
Right.
them to have. And it's going to be memorable.
Well, let's just make it clear that there's a difference between extravagant and just being extra.
I'm going to need an explanation.
Because, like, extravagance is just like you're showing off to show off. Extra is where you're trying to make something even more special than it could be with just cake and ice cream.
That's not quite the definition that we found when we were doing
I don't know.
slang today or whatever.
I don't know if that's, I don't
Okay,
know. Extra.
Urban
Well-
Dictionary doesn't count.
I'm not sure
I've
about
heard
that
it
one.
both ways.
Okay.
But yeah, so, I mean, I think it's a future episode.
Maybe.
The world according to Kelly.
Yeah. Could be.
We're just gonna throw words and topics at you, and you're just gonna tell us like what they actually mean because we're inherently wrong because we're men.
What they
Well-
actually mean versus what any research will tell you they mean.
Because if you,
What do you define as research, though?
yeah, if it's on the
Google,
internet, it's not
you
true
know.
unless it
Oh,
applies
no.
to the point she's trying to make.
Fake news.
Google and then like all the links that Google provides you.
Yeah.
And then you go
Yeah.
until you
Her
have, feel
single
like you have a good understanding
Her
of what
single
you're
source
looking
of truth is her Instagram feed.
at. Okay.
I mean, you're not
Valid.
wrong, but
Valid.
I needed that sphere from someone on that one.
that's fair.
Heard it both ways.
But
That's good.
It's
that's
in the
funny.
gram.
Okay.
Always for the
Okay.
gram.
Cheese it up. All right.
A little bit.
So, okay, I'm gonna need more. I'm gonna need more on this extra versus extravagance. I'm gonna need more.
I actually
from
think
you
I know what
because-
Kelly means.
Okay. Okay. It doesn't have to be from
What?
Kelly.
No, Sarah, what do you think?
I agree.
Huh.
I would.
Huh.
I would say so. I mean, because I think extravagant, yeah, it's more generally means like you are trying to show off and it's extravagant. We have all this money and we're doing all this.
Like Highland Park.
Wow. Okay.
Hey, shout out to any listeners in Highland Park. We
Wow.
don't judge you.
Yeah.
We like
Kelly's
you
gonna
and your money,
alienate you
and we're
with
always
Average
looking for
Jos.
sponsors.
That's right.
Shout out to the Jones family. Go Scots.
That's right.
I'm inspired by you Highland Parkers.
So Sarah, let me ask you this question: Is getting the pony and the carriage is not extravagant? That is extra.
Yes.
because there's not a pony, carriage, like trumpeteers. There's no big banners. There's
Yet.
no
Yet. Valid.
Thank
Like,
you. Thank you.
just having the horse and carriage and a simple background for like really cute pictures. That's not extravagant.
A real horse and
I
a
mean,
real carriage.
A tiny
Okay,
horse.
guys,
tiny
guys.
A
Okay,
Shetland
let's.
pony.
A big horse compared to the 1-year-old.
Well, let's not say guys here because
We're
I will
scaling it up.
completely own up to it with the kids' parties over the years.
Right.
One year for Jordan, we had a 17-foot inflatable water slide into a 3-foot pool. We had a petting zoo for the kids at the house. We had a Build-A-Bear party.
Okay.
You know,
Okay,
so I mean,
see.
we
Right?
yeah,
I've done
no.
I've
But,
done
like,
the Build-A-Bear
All
party.
parties. Do you know
See.
what your golden
No, we had a lady
birthday
come to the
year is?
house with Build-A-Bears.
Your
Oh,
golden.
we
birthday
went to
year?
Build-A-Bear.
Your
Oh no, we
golden
had Build-A-Bear
birthday.
come to us, and we had like 15 kids there that got to make their own stuffed animal and put their little rainbow heart in there to give it a stuffed animal
Okay.
soul or something. That part got a little weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait,
But,
what's a golden
Your
birthday?
golden birthday, it's whenever the age you turn is on the same date. So like so for Jeff, before he
Oh.
turned 30, his birthday is September 29th. So on the 29th,
Oh.
he turned 29 and I
Yes.
did like a food truck pizza party. And everyone though thought it was his 30th because it was so extravagant.
Oh my gosh.
Extra.
Aha! Now we're getting to
Oh
we
my
don't
gosh,
know which
Sarah.
word to use.
I'm
I
gonna-
guess I missed out on my golden birthday party. When I turned
You-
18, I had a Whataburger with
Yeah.
my grandparents.
I'm
There's
having
no-
a
Black
golden
Hawk
birthday
Down.
this year.
It's your golden birthday.
It's my golden birthday.
right?
I'm
It's
gonna-
it means like
Over the top.
yeah.
I'm gonna be
It's extra.
25 on August 26th.
No.
No.
Wait, but that I
No.
thought you said it was the day before though.
No, no,
No,
no.
he-
It's
she
you're
was-
25 on your 25th birthday.
So the other thing millennials do is they
Oh.
don't listen very well.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. Sometimes the give and
So
take has
next
to have
year is your
correction.
golden birthday.
Oh
That's
yeah.
fair.
Okay, next
You'll
year.
be
26th.
Okay.
on the 26th. So like
There we
mine
go.
was August 24th. So my birthday, like 24th birthday, was my golden birthday.
Yeah.
What'd you do for your golden birthday?
I went to Maggiano's.
Ooh,
That's fancy.
nice.
That's nice.
Little breadstick.
That's a good place. That's something. There's something there that I just didn't get.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't
But
get that
anyway,
one.
so for Jeff, I did that on his 29th, and everyone thought it was his 30th because we did I rented out a place. We did a pizza food truck,
Right.
and so everyone was like, "Happy 30th birthday, Jeff!" You know, anyone who doesn't know him super close.
He was like,
And
no,
then-
it's my
right?
golden birthday.
Yeah.
I'm turning 29 on the 29th.
So
I'm only accepting gold and other precious metals.
And it's supposed to be your lucky year. That
Really?
next year
Your
until your
gold?
next birthday. Yeah, your golden
Oh.
birthday.
we're,
my gosh.
we're out on the luck, Joe. There is never going to be a golden birthday.
Did
for us
something
anymore.
lucky happen?
Not at all.
Well,
In your 20s?
I was 18. I would have been.
you know,
18.
when I look at my 18th year, there was several things that occurred then that I thought made me the luckiest man alive, and I learned later not so much.
Yeah.
So mine was more of like a.
What
like
day
a
is your
dark-
birthday on?
18th.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Yeah. So those were the gifts that keep on giving.
That's are they given now or are they taken from you?
Oh, lots. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe the golden part of that was the gift there is going to take years off my life. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
We're making a great case for kids.
That's gonna, yeah.
I'm not talking about my kids.
Children.
We're not talking about my kids.
If you're gonna have children,
Oh.
have children.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were. I was talking about your children. That's
That's what I thought.
gonna be-
I was talking about my
I'm gonna
children.
be fair about
Not
that.
at all.
They're the. Gifts,
I love my kids.
They're the gifts that take from you, that make you
Oh
die
no, they
quicker.
keep on giving. They're great.
Don't y'all think voices can be over the top though? Like
Totally.
yes.
Like
Over
this
the
is
top.
so. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, give an example of an over-top voice, Kelly. Is she talking normal?
Oh my
I
gosh.
like a
Sit here.
Valley Girl voice.
I like a valid.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Oh my god.
That's her normal voice.
Whenever. Okay,
Pretty
I
much.
swear.
That did not sound any different.
I
It
think
did not. I told you. I said, when you asked who's coming, I said,
Can we take
These
the
two-
air down just a little bit?
Little bit. I'm like,
Okay,
you have two women here.
Women here. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
everything that comes out of your mouth is like a hashtag on social media. It's like the
Guys.
most millennial thing you could think of comes out of
Okay,
Kelly's mouth.
y'all, let's just clarify that Jobu likes to keep the AC at 76.
Yep.
And that is just not conducive to a happy woman, you know.
Well,
I mean,
I'm
like sweating
I don't-
up
Is
in
that fair?
I don't have any women
that
here.
fair?
I don't have.
I'm sweating.
I don't have any women to keep happy right now. So
Is that fair?
that's fair.
Okay.
I mean, even Joey's
I've
complaining
heard it both
about the air too.
Well,
It's not just me.
But here's the
Well-
thing. So clearly, my opinion does not matter in this relationship
Joey cares
because
about a lot of stuff. He makes a lot of comments.
I do. I care about a lot of things and not many even listen to.
I think
It's okay.
that
Story of my life.
Every girl has like a different voice whenever they answer the phone, though. That's for sure.
Depending on who's calling,
No.
or is it just
It-
their normal
So
talking
they have
voice?
a resting phone answered voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, resting phone voice. I could roll with that. But
So is this regardless of who calls? Their
No.
phone
Or
voice
is
is
that
different than their
RPV?
talking voice.
like if my mom's calling and like we've gotten in a tiff or something, I'm just like hello. But if it's Sarah, I'm like hello.
Give me some more. Give me some more. I need to see more of these
More.
voices. I need to know.
Or like whenever I'm talking to a client on the phone, I'm like hello, this is Kelly.
A fake voice. Okay, keep going.
Notice how closely that voice is to
She
normal
sounded.
voice.
She said, "That's fair."
Fair.
She sounded like she.
You're
actually
giving away the
wanted to talk to
conversation we had
client.
last night then
I think yes.
about today because she was like, yeah. I was like, I know that she's being very facetious right now.
Okay,
but
I
would
don't
use-
think
she
it's
wouldn't
being
know that word.
facetious. It's just trying to sound like you're happy. Like women have been conditioned to always sound pleasant over the phone, especially if you're in marketing. Like Sarah, what do
Okay.
you think? Because we're both on marketing in our own ways. Like whenever you talk to Mike on the phone, you're always like, "Hi, Mike."
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
okay.
I think I'm pretty pleasant talking to anybody. I don't know.
Okay.
That's
You,
fair.
think
you
if
don't feel
someone
like your
calls-
voice changes when you get on the phone.
No, not
Like,
really.
hey,
It
this is
does.
Sarah?
It
Okay.
does. But
Sarah's
okay.
100% Sarah.
That's true.
Yeah, how do you think it changes? Because I mean,
Your
I
voice-
talk to Mike like
But-
I
but-
talk to you. I'm like, hey.
But let's talk a little bit more about how women have been conditioned.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
statement was
yeah.
very much broad.
It's very
and
broad. So women are conditioned.
All women
Yes.
are conditioned.
And you feel that it is like you have to continue down that path and you should keep playing into those stereotypes that apparently have been inbred into women. And this is in society, America,
Okay,
North America, or the world in general.
Conditioned and inbred are two totally different things. Conditioned is you are taught. Inbred is you are born with.
Thank you.
You bet.
Thank you.
So she
Well,
said,
thank you for interrupting me for that.
You're welcome.
clarification.
Well,
You're welcome.
okay. Let me
I
just
appreciate it.
clarify.
I still am a teacher. You know.
I
That's fair occasionally.
I'm from Mississippi. I'm a self-proclaimed Southern belle, and I think especially in the South that like our mamas are always talking to us like, no, you need to sound happy, pleasant, like no one wants to hear about your problems. And so I feel like whenever, like I remember at my first job, I would answer the phones for a financial planner. And I remember very distinctly one time I answered the phone and I was like, hello. And it was my boss testing me how I was on the phone. And she said, Kelly. And I said, yes, ma'am. And she said, are you happy to be working today? And I said, yes, ma'am. And she said, well, why don't you sound like it? And I said, yes, ma'am, I really am. And she said, better. Goodbye.
Huh.
And I think that has scared me straight.
I cannot say I've had that type of
I
experience.
have not had that
ever in
experience
my life.
either.
I mean,
No offense to whoever that was, but does not sound like they were a very good employer.
the closest I've had is when the principal comes in and is like, how come you don't look happy? I'm like,
No,
"Because
I
I'm
wouldn't
teaching
say
these
she was a
kids."
bad employer. She taught me a lot about what it's like to be a woman in business, and especially in the real world. I think she was preparing me for like what it's like to be a woman in 2019.
But you were the receptionist?
Yes.
So I feel like though for receptionists that probably is common, right? Customer
Yes.
service to receptionist.
Yeah.
If I call like State Farm or something about my car insurance, I really don't want to talk to somebody that's like, hi.
Have you talked to
You
State Farm
know?
lately?
No, but I have talked to you.
Wow.
We need
Wow.
the
Well,
soundboard.
I'm not done with this one because this one is very intriguing because,
Okay. I'm ready.
So do you agree then that you should have to continue doing that?
I think,
Or should you be who you are and people see you and respect you for who you are?
but again, since I work in marketing, I have to be pleasant for my clients because no one wants to work with someone who sounds like, yo, what's up?
Okay.
Joe, how do you feel about that?
I mean, people, I find
I'm
it.
gonna-
I'm
calculating-
calculating.
I'm calculating my next question here.
Oh,
I'm calculating my
gosh.
next question.
Calculating. Okay.
Oh
Interesting.
boy. I mean, don't you think that, like, I find that people respond better to someone who's just pleasant over the phone? Like, no one wants to talk to
Well,
a
yes,
Grinch.
no, I don't disagree with that at all. But I feel like the way that some of the things you said in the beginning were a little bit more
Okay.
than that. That's all.
Okay.
Maybe they were a little extra.
I call it a sorority girl voice, but
Sarah, I think we need to just put the cameras on them two and then just let them go at it. That's all. That is all I think needs to
We're
happen.
No.
we're catching up on lost time.
This is getting pretty deep right now.
We're
pretty
supposed,
thick.
we're supposed to be talking about parties, and I don't like the look she's giving me either.
Well,
I'm
I,
getting-
I didn't.
we're talking about things that are just.
She's
over
like,
the
"Why
top.
are you interrupting me? Just let
Yeah.
me freely speak." Okay, fine.
I thought
sorry.
the topic was over the top everything.
You know what? I believe that it is. I believe that it is. You know, party time is just most of the time in the over the top stuff. It deals with parties. You know, the
Or it
celebrations.
could be like how someone's dressed is over the top.
Yep. I think I think it becomes all inclusive once we start talking about things that are extra or
Yeah.
extravagant or over the top. I think it all goes into one big old ball of conversation.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think
Or
like
too much makeup.
those
and
guys.
bought.
Just ordinary bread ball.
Whoa. Okay. I think guys at trivia night, the know-it-alls, that is extra.
You see what she just did there?
I do.
She's pretty smart and cunning.
That's fair, but you know
Her
when
shade game is on
when
point.
you've never been
Shade game is on
when
point.
you've never been to a trivia night before and you end up knowing it all, that's not extra. That's called.
Is it?
I
It's
believe
called
that's called
two-time
two-time
Undisputed
undefeated office trivia night.
champions.
Yep, absolutely. That's what that's called.
Hey, you know when they start playing Eye of the Tiger every time you walk in the room, that's
that should
Do
be.
they really?
Honestly,
yeah,
you
yeah.
should think of that as a.
So-
if you come
That's a good
Tuesday.
thing.
Speaking of Tuesday night, Flying Saucer on the Lake, 90s trivia night.
So-
if you come, we may or may not have a fog machine.
we may or
we
may
may or may
not
not.
enter to fog.
we may or may not have a fog machine.
Is it
fair.
office trivia every time?
I thought
No,
you
no,
said
no.
it was 90s
Yeah.
trivia.
It's 90s. So they do last Tuesday of every month. They do like a themed trivia night. They have two different
Oh.
games.
Okay.
And the winner of each game gets a $50 gift certificate to the restaurant. Plus, they might get some signs or some coasters or some koozies
Okay.
or some other
So it's
swag.
not office specific.
So it is on the
Sometimes.
24th of September. We're gonna
Okay.
we're
gonna
gonna
go be
head
there.
back for that
Okay.
We have to
one.
defend that title.
Oh,
Gotcha.
defend
There
the
will
title.
be a fog machine.
Yep.
Okay.
We're gonna have like we need somebody to be our hype man. You know, we're gonna see if like Drake wants to come in and like rap as we're walking to the
Yeah.
ring.
Yes, I know
He's
Drake
not
wants
busy.
to
He'll
come.
probably come.
Actually, we'll just give a
Totally.
shout out to Gloat Media.
That's right.
Gloat.
Gloat Media.
That's right.
No, look them up. They're going places.
Well,
We might.
That's true.
Shout
They
out,
are
shout
going places.
Shout out to Gio. We might have to, like walk out to the trivia night competition with a Japanese denim playing.
Okay.
Maybe,
Is it gloat or is it goat?
Gloat. GLOAT.
So it has the same basic reference, except the L stands for label.
Greatest label of all
Greatest
time.
label of all time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got
So
it.
it's a play on that.
Yeah,
But,
you should check them out. Good stuff.
So
They're popping.
I think next month's is Disney trivia, which
Sarah.
there are so many Disney things.
Right.
Because that goes into all kinds
I
of
think-
other movies like Invincible with Mark Wahlberg. That's a
Right,
Disney movie.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're not going to talk about that though.
But if it falls under the umbrella of Disney, then it's potentially game
Well-
to be on the trivia night.
Well, that's the case, then they can ask questions about sports because they own ESPN. It could be about sitcoms and dramas.
Yeah,
on,
it could definitely be
ABC.
about sitcoms, but I doubt it's going to be
I
about
doubt it.
sports
If
in
it's-
general because they're not broadcasting sports; they just own part of it. But they are broadcasting movies, they're broadcasting TV. They have songs that they've produced and all this other stuff.
Well, I'm not going to humble brag here, but Sarah and I definitely have Disney night.
Okay, that's
We
I
should
don't
make
remember
that
what
happen.
night that is, but it's August 28th or something.
And then
like
there's
We
going
are
to be
so
there's going to be
there.
Marvel and Harry Potter,
that. Yeah.
Oh.
There was one other, I believe. I'm not
the
sure.
Friends.
Friends.
Friends,
Oh.
There's
Yeah.
Sarah's.
There's a possibility that I could take the house on both of those too.
But yeah, so we're going to try to be out there at all those events.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're gonna try
most
most
of them.
of
I don't
them.
know if we're gonna make the Disney one.
But see, I really think the Disney one could be fun.
It could
Well-
be. There's no listen. Every single one of them could be extravagantly fun.
And what you got to think about it, we're trying to build, a coalition of people for Average Joe's media team.
Coalition?
Coalition of people.
Okay.
So we could have some people.
That sounds awful like some kind of rebellion. That really does. That sounds an awful.
I don't think
like
I've
that.
ever heard coalition rebellion used in the same
I
sentence
don't know.
before.
We're gonna have a coalition of rebels. I'm pretty sure that's what happened in the American Revolution. This
That's-
coalition of people rebelled against England.
Want
you
to
know?
confirm or deny?
I'm-
Kelly,
no.
what's your take? Was it
I feel like that's exactly
a
what happened.
coalition of rebels?
I don't think so.
I feel like it was.
Oh, my
that word
goodness.
has such a
Coalition.
bad connotation.
Well,
Coalition is coming, the coming together of people from various different backgrounds, positions, this, that, and the other for a common cause or a common goal.
If that does not fit in the rebellion from England
Okay,
for the
hold up.
United
I'm
States,
Pretty
I
sure
don't know
that the
what
Revolutionary
does.
War, everyone really had a common goal, which was to.
You just said common goal. A whole lot of people from different backgrounds with a common goal.
But these
How
were
can I
that
be wrong
diverse.
there?
It was all
guys,
American.
Guys, I
people.
think you're missing the most important part about the American Revolution is that Sarah is actually Paul Revere of party planning. I'm just saying.
Okay.
She's telling everyone about this party. Okay.
With lanterns.
Yes.
Of some
One
kind.
if by
With
land, two
lantern-
by sea.
With,
Thank you.
With social media lanterns.
Yes.
Okay. That's good stuff.
3 by Uber pool.
Wow. This took a turn. It really did. I mean, I'm curious, based on your definition of coalition, how you thought I was wrong. But, so, Paul, how are you? How you doing? Paula Revere.
Paula Revere. Thank
That's
you.
good.
She is very revolutionary in her party planning skills. All right. I can go for days on these puns. All right.
That's good. That's good. It sounds
Puns used to be fun.
sounds like puns might be a little bit over the top.
A little bit.
Always extra, never basic.
Shout out to whatever causes not to Facebook Live.
That's
Shout out.
so,
Shout out. Oh, look, the mics aren't recording. Oh no, we've
again?
lost everything.
oh, that stinks.
That's so sad.
Man,
Y'all are so mean.
45 minutes into this thing.
Yeah.
And it's done.
Oh my gosh, has it been 45 minutes?
Yeah.
Well, you guys were
almost.
late, so it's like almost 1 o'clock. so you
Because
guys have been
someone
here for a
gave
bit.
us the wrong address.
Man, I love it when it's not about me. That's good stuff.
Well, I'm just saying again, whatever address they gave you got you to the house behind the car.
With the sticker on the wrong side of the car.
Well,
Not on the back, but
here's
on the
thing.
side.
Well, here's the thing, though. So if it was on the left side, oncoming traffic wouldn't be able to see it either. So on the right side, you have anybody who's driving on the right side of you, whether it be people that are passing you or people that are coming against you.
If anybody can see that sign and they're driving in the opposite direction of traffic, you will probably die really soon.
So
and
okay.
a crazy traumatic car
Thank you,
accident.
Jobu. Thank you.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
ridiculous.
Okay, so no commercial vehicles have logos, insignia, signs, or phone numbers on the driver panel.
Not predominantly as
They're
the only
also
sign.
not an 18. They're also like 18 wheelers, not.
I think
I said driver panel. I'm pretty sure that most wrapped vehicles and most vehicles that are used commercially for business.
Raptor vehicles.
Wrapped.
Wrapped.
Okay.
Oh,
Wrapped.
okay. I was like,
It's where a vehicle
Jurassic
is
Park
wrapped.
up in here.
this is making my head hurt right now.
Chris
'cause,
Pratt, where you
Joe,
at?
you're gonna have to have some kind of bridge between your arguments
Swear I
because
don't know.
right now you're talking about a single
between you and
it's
her.
it's a
I
12
don't
by
know.
12 magnet.
Okay.
And now you're talking about a wrapped vehicle, which means the entire car is covered in advertisement.
I think we need like Average Joe's ashtray in here.
for the
This is killing me right now.
for the audience that
gracious.
drives, if you only look at bumper stickers on the back of a car, please comment and tell Joey that bumper stickers or magnets are on the bumper.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I gave him this 12 by 12 sticker that's supposed to go on his window. It's called, get this, it's going to be crazy, a window sticker. And then he could not put
Revolutionary.
I'm trying to tell you, he could not deal with the fact that if he put it in the middle of his window, he would have a blind spot and directly behind his
Okay.
window. And I get that
I
because
get
it's not
that.
completely transparent. But if he puts it on the left,
It wasn't transparent
if
at
he
all.
left justifies it, it's
Okay.
behind a headrest that he
Okay.
already has a blind spot to.
And you
Yeah.
didn't like that?
No,
No.
I didn't because the back window glass is on a slant. It's not a completely squared rectangle or
Okay.
square.
As 99% of all back glass is on every
Correct,
single
which
vehicle.
is what
But
why
you know what they
I
do
am in the
have?
process of
Do you
getting
know what they do?
designed for us.
Do you know what they do have?
Vinyl for our back windows
Do you
that
know
we
what they
can
do
center
have?
and still see through.
Do you know what they do have? Do you know what they do have? Do you know
do
what
they
they do have?
One more
they
time.
they have parallel lines on the back of that thing specifically for lining stuff up when you advertise on the back of a
Right,
car.
but if you're going
Really?
to right or left justify something with a non-perpendicular line to the bottom or the top of
Okay.
it looks a little weird.
Okay, first of all, there is no. Okay, you're getting the math in me right now because there's no line that is. There was no one line that's perpendicular. Perpendicular is two lines that meet at a 90-degree angle. First of all.
Thank
Second
you.
of all, parallel
Well, let me
lines
tell
are
you
lines that
something real
never
quick. Let me tell you
intersect, so
something
you
real
can
quick.
know that they're straight. My point is that they have those things on there so you can line stuff up parallel.
I don't
okay?
think-
And then
I
if
think
it's
a lot more
perfect
people
square,
would agree with me
Then
than
the
you.
sides would be perpendicular to those lines.
If you have a oh
Thank
my
you for
gosh, I
taking
can't even
us
look
to
at it.
school.
If you have a window,
Yep.
if you have a window,
Yeah.
that's like this,
Oh my
okay?
gosh.
And you got lines here and you got lines here, but this is right. Where is it? Something square.
Okay. Joe, can we just all agree that
Joe is
was the-
extremely
hold on.
OCD.
stickers should
If it
be
was
on
a
the back?
round sticker, I'm cool with that.
Why?
But it's because
A
you could-
trapezoidal sticker. I mean,
You
a
could put it-
trapezoidal
My
window and a
gosh.
square
Is
sticker
that the
don't belong
slanted one?
together.
Is that the slanted one?
Slanted one, yes.
Yes.
Isosceles trapezoid is ultimately what his window is,
I know things.
yeah, and I don't want to square.
and it's a symmetrical
I know things.
object like a circle.
Okay, well maybe call me OCD.
Yep, well, we just did. It's
OCD.
Okay.
Okay,
It's fair.
OCD.
Yep,
you know I'm.
I like it.
Yep.
These are
Well,
these are
I see it.
These two
I
women
like it.
are
I want it.
rapidly
I got it.
growing as some of my favorite people.
Okay, stickers belong in the back of the car. Thank you.
That's right. Stickers belong in the back. You know, and ultimately, if you have a magnet on the side of your car, that's fine, but also have one on the back.
well, I'm
Thank
trying
you.
to get one
Yeah.
designed.
And well, it's
I'll have your people call my people,
not that difficult.
aka Sarah.
Yeah, I mean, you got a couple people here willing to help you out with your OCD.
All I want is I want the AJM logo,
Yep,
but just vinyl.
yep,
Okay,
got it.
what I
Understood.
want.
I understand that.
and you call me extra.
Transparent, like a transfer sticker.
No, I don't want it to transfer. I want like a decal.
Sarah, I'm gonna need more Starbucks if we're gonna go on like this.
I think this is derailed, but it's okay. I mean, you know what? This is something you clearly, or I clearly didn't think I cared about until you started.
we
sounding
please-
Are you
like a
kidding
moron.
me? You were giving like this turned into be like a week-long battle
Okay,
about
can
what I was
we-
doing, and I was sending you pictures of me putting it, transferring it to a magnet, and you were being very upset about it. And
This should be
jaded.
a poll. This should be a poll.
We should have some sort of audience interaction for this.
Yes, make it a poll. Do car stickers belong on the side or the back?
Yep, absolutely. I completely. agree.
Which
Well,
do you
see,
notice
here's
more?
the thing. So we have a
But wait,
we have a sign.
You said a magnet. Yours is a magnet.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't
I made it a
originally.
magnet. So
He-
here's the deal.
But
Here's the
he
deal.
did-
Forced
We
it
didn't get a
into
sign. Hold on, we
magnet.
didn't get a sign.
Okay.
We got a sticker. We got a really big sticker. right? And I didn't think that the really big sticker looked good on the back window because I couldn't have it centered.
Oh my gosh! Please don't
So
make me live this again.
I took the sticker it's really a sign, but it just so happened the sign came on a sticker.
Okay.
And I put the sign on a magnet to put on the side of my door, so I'm still advertising and repping averagejosmedia.com.
Only to people on your left.
Keeping it clean,
Oh
y'all.
boy. Yes, use some of our hand sanitizer.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some
That's good
That's
stuff.
good stuff.
after these average Jones.
There is
calls.
no alcohol in it, so if you were trying to get a small buzz and forget this conversation, you would be out of luck.
I just wanted to smell some lavender to calm the situation,
that's fair.
hoping
Wow.
the aroma would calm
Wow.
the other side of the table.
That's fair.
I will say, now that it is a magnet, though, it makes sense on the side of your car.
Well,
So-
but it
Okay,
wasn't
whoa,
originally a magnet.
Sarah,
It
whoa.
does. No
Okay.
one puts a magnet on the back.
Lies, I do.
You put a magnet?
Okay, so here's the
Bars?
thing. No, hold on. Here's the thing. I want to be very clear. I love and appreciate all of the creative synergy that goes back and forth between me and you. I really do.
But
But at the same time, you know the size of my back window and you know the size of your back window. And literally getting a sticker that
I
size.
do.
Literally getting a sticker that size almost. I don't know how
Or
it fits.
What are you talking about? Are
it's
you
not that big. I mean, okay.
Are you talking about
That's
that
fair.
AJM sticker? That's
Yeah.
16 by 20.
Yeah, but if you were just like making like a perfect square around that, that's
Okay.
close to the same size as
That's
what we're
12
talking
by
about.
12, dude.
Y'all, think
Yeah.
about
Like what?
all the alumni stuff you have on the back of your car. I have 2 alumni magnets on the back of my car.
I have none because I didn't go to college. Thanks for making me feel bad.
I'm just like really smart. Sorry. Hashtag blessed. No.
Well,
I like it. That's good.
Hashtag blessed.
So
Thank you, Ralph.
ultimately, advertising needs to begin at the back of the car,
Yes.
and then it can wrap around.
Yes. People should wonder what AJM stands for on the back and then go to the side of your car at a stop
it
sign.
all starts in the back.
It's fair.
Okay.
That's
What's
fair.
the basis of a
Words?
mullet again?
Party in the back?
Business in the front, party in the back.
Yep.
Do you, out of
This speaks
curiosity,
so
though,
much.
do you mind putting stickers in your car? So I am of the party of, I don't want anything on my car. If it's a magnet, I'm okay with that. But as far as bumper stickers or any kind of sticker,
Real talk.
I
This
don't do
is,
that.
I'll be honest with you, this is the nicest vehicle I've ever owned.
Yeah.
And I like it a lot. And it
Right.
looks very clean. And I want
Yeah.
to keep it looking clean. So I don't mind. And I want to put our brand on the car. But
On the side.
I want it to be put in a place that I think elevates the look of the vehicle.
Okay,
On
so
the back.
I just thank you. I just want it's advertising has nothing to do with how you feel about where it should go. It has to do with where it will be seen.
Okay, Joey, you have 2 marketers right here.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you something else. Here's the deal. So I have kids.
Okay.
I have a further commute to and from work now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I have a commute here a couple times a different week between work and this, that, and the other, right?
Okay.
That means more
So-
people will see the back of his car. Keep going.
Thank you.
Well, here's the deal. So I like my marketing style. I like to be a conversation starter. I like to talk to people.
Do people talk to you from the side of your car?
Yes, actually they do. So probably at least twice a day I might frequent a drive-through where I'm getting a drink of some sort. Or maybe I'm going at work to get lunch and whatnot. And every time I go, they look at the side sticker and they ask me questions like, hey, what is that? What do you do? And then I say, oh, would you like some stickers? You should check us out, averagejosmedia.com.
Okay.
This, that, and the other.
Okay, Joey, there's a difference between being a good marketer and networking.
That's fair.
That's
That's
you.
networking, Joey, which
And
I
that's
applaud
free
you.
advice that we just got.
It is. It is. And
great
ultimately, the back of the car is going to be seen in so many different avenues. When you park your car, people that just walk past
Thank you.
On the side of your car, only the person to your left who parks beside you is going to see it because they're going to block it from.
Joey.
everybody
We're gonna
else.
have we're gonna Hannah Montana this and have the best of both worlds.
Think about like
Whenever I get this decal created for the back glass of our cars that I want.
Good grief.
okay, think about this. Like when you're stuck in traffic and you look at
This is
all of the
supposed to be about
bumper
over the
stickers.
top parties, not over the
I
top
know.
attacking Joey.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bummed about the subject change. I had all this party info.
Sarah's
coming
like,
back. We'll
why
come
is
back to
everyone
you
beating
for
up
sure.
on Joey? And I'm like, I know, Sarah.
That's
Really-
because he has ridiculous justifications.
Thank you.
And they don't make sense.
Okay, Sarah.
You know what? I'm living my truth.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Over the top word usage there.
He hates it when people say
So, Sarah, have you ever?
Living the dream.
Oh no!
That's
Don't
my
start
girl.
that. Please don't start that.
that.
So,
Would you like to participate in our new, our latest installment of the Living the Dream giveaway?
What is it?
Are you talking about the Pig Latin challenge?
No, the latest installment would make up
did you
a
just
third
say
one.
pig Latin challenge?
Pig Latin.
Yeah, so if someone did their homework and they paid attention to anything about this podcast, you would know that our last episode was about pig Latin. And
Or
Notice that was his phone answering voice.
yeah, anytime I talk to Kelly, like, hey, Kelly, how's it going? I'm so interested. Yes, you look beautiful today. You look amazing and awesome.
Good.
wow, that only took an hour. Thank you, Joey.
You're welcome. Well, I'm sorry we weren't like in a public setting with like 25 people for you to yell
Well, at
me
least
about
this
it.
is recorded for posterity.
Yeah, there
That's
you go.
fair.
Well, at least, yeah. And the other cool thing about it is like you were late because of directions and not late because of a haircut.
Right. And Starbucks.
And Starbucks, they
That's
messed
fair.
up
That's
Sarah's
fair.
order, so we had to justify this.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, still working on the sonnet though.
Wow.
I was gonna reveal it at the end of the podcast, but you've kind of been a little bit mean, so
This is-
I guess you're gonna have to wait till next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're still listening, this is where Joey lashes out in the podcast because he cannot handle the hot seat. That is good.
The hot seat.
You feel like you're in the hot seat right now because you don't know how to mark it.
dude. Oh
A
my gosh.
sticker. One single
Here's the
12 by
deal.
12 sticker.
Well, we're almost done with two seasons of this. I've lived in the hot seat, bro.
That's true.
This media brand was founded on me being in the hot seat.
Well, it's you put yourself in the hot seat because you get like a little bit overwhelmed with should I tell the truth or not?
You know what? You know what? Let's pop quiz.
This might not be truth. Hold on.
Let's pop quiz these two and see how truthful they're responding to what you surprised me with on Christmas Eve.
You
And
want
then-
you asking me to spontaneously ask them about morning routines?
Yeah.
Okay, hold
let's
up,
get
hold
up. Let's
That
let's
has
pull.
nothing to do
Let's
with
pull
what
the
we're
people.
talking
And
about
I think it'd be great because I bet you they would turn their attention towards attacking you, not me.
How about?
So I asked them. So if I asked them if they were a buncher or a folder, you don't think that they would tell me the truth?
a buncher or a folder?
I'm kind of intrigued to see.
Like towels?
with toilet paper.
Oh.
The looks is priceless right
What?
there. Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
dude question.
It is a dude
Okay,
question,
well, wait.
which I didn't think was appropriate to ask.
Okay, hold
but
up,
Joey's
hold up.
insisting that now y'all be on the hot
Wait,
seat.
wait.
With the morning.
I want to
Are
be very
you-
clear. Hold on. I thought there would be humor in the question being posed. I am not in any way, form, or fashion asking what anyone's morning routine is.
I think you did
Because-
ask.
Okay,
You
guys.
said,
I'm
"Why
not-
don't you ask?"
Guys, are you
I was
over or
trying-
under the roll?
You guys were meant for each
I
other.
love this. This
Over?
is awesome.
Or under
she's
the
like
roll.
she's like a younger female version of you.
This is fantastic right here. Over. I'm an over.
Over.
Yep.
Sarah?
This is where the toilet paper.
Are you over or
Sarah,
under?
don't go down this
This
path.
is where the toilet paper
Don't-
releases.
No,
Don't
Sarah,
fall into the trap,
answer.
Sarah.
Joe,
Sarah, here's the
you
deal.
set the trap.
Nobody
and you
wants
don't want
to
to
know
fall
this.
in it. So this is
No one wants to know this, Sarah.
No, it says something about
No,
you
no, no.
if you're over or under.
So this is where
What
the
does it say about you?
so
yeah,
if-
yeah. Let's
You
hear
have to
that.
choose which one you are first.
This
Sarah.
is where the
No, I
toilet
need to
paper
know.
releases off of the roll. So if the roll comes over and you pull it, and or if you're reaching up under the toilet paper roll to pull down to get the excess or the
Yes.
stuff. So
Yes.
you want you should be wanting the toilet
Okay.
paper to come over
Over.
top of the roll, not behind the back of the roll. It's what you should be. I mean, in my
I'm
opinion.
glad y'all clarified
in my,
that for those at home because
in my-
I think they might have been thinking about something else.
Well, I think you were thinking about do you wipe over
That's
or
literally
under?
the question that you asked me.
No, no,
so
no,
when
no,
you
no.
started asking, I
did
thought
not
that's what y'all were
ask
talking
you
about.
if you were an
Sarah.
over the under wiper. I asked you if
and
you
then-
were.
and
I
then
asked you if you were
Kelly-
a sit wipe or a stand
Kelly's
wipe.
like going all in, like, well, you know, this is it
Well,
tells you
you
about
can
who
answer
you
that
are.
question since you posed
Sarah.
it. So, no.
This was Kelly's question. Okay?
Yeah, Kelly wanted to know, and I was like, wow, Kelly's going all in on this, man.
This is not a.
Look.
This is not how do you wipe. This is how do you draw the toilet
Look,
paper off of
I
the
was
roll.
in a marching band, okay? There's no rules.
There's no rules, just right. So
Shout out to marching bands. If you're listening to this episode, you should check out the South Garland High School alumni page.
yeah, this one time at band camp.
Well, they're trying to
Oh,
raise some money for
gosh.
their band, in fine arts and our old high school.
Yep.
So if you know
Okay,
anybody who
well-
can contribute or would like to, you should reach out to the head of the band.
Yep.
Get a hold of the Band Booster Club. They're a little bit of a
Well-
funding shortage.
Sarah and I are going to need a second Starbucks run if we're going to keep going with this.
Oh, I don't know how that works.
I mean, are you going to pull it up on Uber?
No, we're going to have to do a part 2.
Oh,
I would do it, but
yes.
I'd probably give them the wrong address.
Volume
did.
2 of Party Time.
Yes.
Little did we know that Party Time just meant the party we're having currently
Oh, no,
right
no.
here.
It's went from party to potty time.
Oh, I'm telling you what,
Party Audi. All right, that's good stuff.
the two of you. What
Oh
was
my
I
gosh.
thinking?
This is good stuff. Listen. You know what? I wasn't sure about how this would go. Now
I knew there was
I'm
at least
lo-
like
I
a
mean,
50% chance I was going to hit
This
it.
was clearly way better than I had anything in my
It's
head.
my gift to you, bud.
I appreciate that. That's good. That is good.
I'm a gift to humanity. You're welcome.
That's
She's humble.
That's something.
You know
Hashtag
what?
humble.
She's humble.
That's right.
Like
She's,
Kendrick Lamar.
She definitely puts others before herself. That's good.
She could use to
I
sit
really
down.
do. I've brought Sarah Starbucks before.
Clearly.
Where did that come from?
Clearly.
So Sarah, you said you had a lot of party stuff to talk about. So, what is another over-the-top party celebration that you had?
Bridal showers.
That you've maybe put on or been a part of?
Like
I mean, there's been
bridal showers?
But that tea for two birthday party I was talking about earlier, the 2-year-old party where it was a tea party and they all had their own little teapots and their own little tea glasses.
Like
We had
I'm
a
a little
photo booth.
teapot.
Okay.
They loved the photo booth. There was a little teapot.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that
That's
was over
fabulous.
the top?
I think she's gonna have to plan the 1 year
yeah.
anniversary special
I
for
would
us.
say for yeah.
For a 2-year-old, having a tea party was over the top?
Yeah.
So for a 1-year-old, having a horse and carriage is not over the top?
Horse-drawn carriage.
I'm not saying it's not over the top.
No.
Oh, so it is over the top.
We-
you
I'm
agree
I'm
that it's over
saying
the
that I
top?
like that it's over the top.
Okay. Oh,
You should
You're
reach
just in
out.
favor of
You know what
this.
you should do?
Okay.
You
Yes.
should reach
Okay.
out to those people at the fair.
I love over the top things.
Okay.
Yes,
Reach out to
yes.
people at the fair. Get one of those oversized pumpkins. Have them carve the carriage from Cinderella on the side of it, right?
Right.
And then they can like flatten the top of it, so she can just sit on that. You can put that bad
my
boy in a
gosh.
wagon, and then you could either get like a
See,
pony or
that's-
maybe even like a large dog.
This is
So
why
she's
Joey
trying
and
to-
I get
Dog
along.
can dress up my dog. I have a border collie.
Yes!
We can
Oh my
paint him
gosh.
white. He'll be the horse.
Yeah, and you can get him like the little fluffy hair for his paws, like a Clydesdale.
Right?
This is why I
But
love Sarah.
You know what, too?
And if your husband's like, I don't know, just say, hey, it's okay. I'll have the dog bring you a Budweiser later, so it'll just be like a commercial.
Wow, okay.
Speaking of pumpkins, though,
So you can tell we're the
on
creative
another
ones.
topic,
Joey.
We're the creative ones. What?
Let's-
I
Say it
actually
all.
have supposedly saw the world's largest pumpkin.
Where?
Supposedly, Franklin, Tennessee,
Okay.
Only in
nice.
Tennessee.
at Pumpkin Fest.
Give me an idea of
Hashtag
big.
the South.
I have a picture, but let's.
I thought it was always bigger in Texas, not Tennessee.
I'd say about this room and your little living room. Like it was literally.
Both rooms.
Yeah.
Height and width and everything.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
gracious, that's a pumpkin.
Yeah.
That's
Well, if you can get a hold of
GMO.
that one, you
That's
could
the
just have the
one.
party
Get a real horse
in the pumpkin.
Yeah.
No, you could just have the party in the pumpkin.
I would need to carve it. I need to start now. Start carving out the pumpkin.
Well, you gotta figure out how you're
With-
going to get it here.
With several people.
Oh.
Right.
Yep.
And I work, so I mean, I don't. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. You'd
Well,
have
Kelly
to
would
put, you'd
help
have to
you.
put some axles and wheels and stuff on it to roll. it
Anything
to get it
for the gram.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Right.
Anything for the
Maybe we
gram.
could be on Pumpkin Chunkin', you know, like on the
Oh my
Food
gosh.
Network.
Pumpkin chunkin.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Right.
So
Like,
many
they
spin-offs.
so many-
pumpkin.
There's so many
Oh my
spin-offs
gosh.
from
I'm
this
loud on
one.
this
That's
one,
good
I
stuff.
might-
Well, Sarah and I are definitely those girls that go to pumpkin patches in the fall for Instagram pictures. I
Okay.
own it.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you,
because you had a professional photo shoot for moving to Dallas, if memory serves me right.
I did not.
was that an over-the-top celebration right
A
there?
little bit.
I'm moving to Dallas.
Okay,
My
I
God.
did.
than you in boots holding a Texas flag blowing in the wind
Oh my
on a
gosh.
highway. Like it's
Okay,
so over the top.
Guys, I mean, if you're gonna look, go
Then
big
she
or
shares
go
the
home.
memory. She shares the memory of this every year.
Okay.
It's
Okay,
amazing.
look, I'm just saying, go
Joey-
big or go home.
I'm telling you, you're gonna have to stop interrupting them while they're trying to talk.
Thank you.
That's all I'm saying. They cannot get one word in edgewise.
I'm pretty sure they've talked a lot.
Okay.
I don't talk that much.
Well, thank y'all so much for having us on.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So ladies and gentlemen, as you are planning parties, first of all, reach out to Sarah. I'm sure we'll get the ats on the Facebook posts and everything, and you can reach out to her. She will definitely give you an over-the-top celebration if you require that. And you know,
You should.
and if you
Always.
if you don't want, I'm sure she'll accommodate the under-the-top celebration as well. You know, just
Mid-range.
just in case.
Mid-range.
Yeah, middle, halfway to the top. You know,
Right.
just in case.
Underwhelming.
Yeah, you know, maybe,
Shabby chic,
maybe peak and valley type thing, you know. So,
Balling on a budget.
that's right. So
like that church song, deep and wide, deep and wide.
There you
There's a fountain flowing deep and wide.
that's,
Thank you.
That's something right there.
That is. I mean,
And then you know, also if you're looking in for marketing advice or anything, reach out to Kelly. Reach out to both of them really for marketing advice. And
We're
and
like totally professional.
they will tell you where to put stickers on cars. They will tell
They
you
will.
where to start with the advertising on cars, and then how to
If you
grow
need
from there.
social media help.
Yep.
Yes.
Social
Kelly,
media
Kelly.
help. Yep.
At Kelly Olivieri.
Ideas.
How to speak, when to speak,
Yep.
who to
Yep.
speak to.
There's a whole lot of things that
There's a lot of advice.
that they have benefited us here just by
I'm
being
telling
a
you
part,
what.
and we appreciate it.
I mean,
Absolutely.
season 3 is going to be off the chain now.
It really is. And, you know, you see a whole bunch of big yard signs. You see a divorce photo shoot. You see, you know, you hear about quinceañeras and sweet 16s. And
Dog birthdays.
Yep. And then, you know, Facebook posts for C averages.
I love dog birthdays.
You know, you get a C
Cat
in a
birthday.
class, and it's crazy.
Yep.
And so, you know,
Destination moving.
you're probably thinking, isn't that a little extra?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't
Oh,
that a
yeah.
little over the top? Maybe it's extravagant, depending on whose definition you're going to use. So, you know, until next time, make sure you like, listen, share, subscribe on the Average Joe's media outlets we have.
Yep. Check out Sarah and Kelly. We hope to have you back on and possibly even some future endeavors we were discussing.
Absolutely.
Thank
Subtle.
you so much.
Thank you.
Future plug.
That's
Future
right.
plug.
And until next time, I'm the Average Joe Boo.
I'm the Average Joe.
Keep it clean.